Hello people, this is Indevil, welcome to Roguetech. We just come out from the mission in which we got the enough parts to build another heavy mech, this being an avatar, but turns out we don't have that many systems around, so I'd very much like to prioritize the Warhammer being built. It's also a Wookiee build, but it will allow us to just get things going anyway. So this being said, we have everyone that we can get out of fatigue quickly. Repairs have been done, so we just get whatever skills we can on our people. Piloting will be important for Giza because he's piloting he's the substitute pilot for the Archer, so we want him there. Going to finally spec out. I guess I'm not specking out Legion. He's not got that many points. Sure, we will do. And yeah, I know it's only very basic pilot, but we want to get going there. So you're going to be an LRM pilot by the very end, at least. Missile based, at least. So nothing much more going here. We can get some piloting on Synapse. And before getting into the missions, we have Kraken around, who is an assassin, so we might as well get him into our team. There's nothing much around with the other pilots. We've got not that many interesting perks around, but we're going to take Tannen. He's ex-military, athletic, noble, wealthy and mech warrior, so we can use him. We have the space on the decks, and we very much would like to have some more bodies around because we're probably going to start getting into consecutive priority missions, so the more bodies the better. This being said, we got a nice battle here. I'm guessing it's most likely a tag team, so we might as well get in there, get in quick. This can be a bit challenging for the mechs we have, and I've not actually played for a lot of time, actually, almost a week. No, it's been a week already, so yeah, most likely we're going to suffer a bit here. You can only pilot mechs, perhaps, well, we'll see it later. For the moment we just plug Plover in here. We want Striker on the Gauntlet, I think. Yeah. Synapse was going on the Centurion. We got Jiangxi, who can go into the Firestarter. Giza for the Archer, and that leaves, well, we can plug Kraken into the Galleon. Most important part about Kraken now is getting experience, so we can get Plover, who is a bit more advanced, into the Whitworth, and in we go. We're going against Lyrans in a double lance mission in which we must protect Comster lands. Hopefully Comster brings 6 mechs. it being a 3 schools battle probably means they will bring at least 1 or 2 heavies. This being Comster probably means they only bring 1, because Comster usually deploys with 6 mechs, so I'm guessing we're going to see a nice mixture, 1 or 2 lights, 4 mediums, and 3-4 mediums and 1 heavy is my expectation. So on the opposition, this being a 3 school, it could very well mean we're going to face 3 heavy mechs. This could get very heavy. We're probably not going to engage in melee with the Firestarter at all. We're going to use it as hit and runner and to provide evasion once we've run out of vehicles to attract fire. So, and yeah, you can see the loading time is quite extensive, so it probably means we're going to face pretty decent things out there. As I said, we don't want to roll badly on a melee punch and just be left with no evasion in this mission. If we really see 2-3 heavies around, it's better to just keep everyone mobile and keep pushing them, because the problem we have right now is we only have 2 mechs which are truly long range. Well, long range, not long, medium long, I'd say, because even the archer has got the armor to withstand punishment. It's got an MRM build, so yeah, no snipers in the team yet. The most snipish thing we have is the Centurion, but I think we're going to be okay, hopefully. And if it comes to losing a mech or 2 this time, well, the Whitworth and the Firestarter are nice to have, but they're going to fall out of line pretty quickly if they already haven't. Meaning, if we start battling in 3-4 skull territory, there's not going to be much use out there, so we might as well start thinking on getting some stuff which can help us better when we get into missions like this. So that's the proposed dropout. That's a bit far. That's a bit far from where we should be. Yeah, they are dropping on the other side. The opposition lance is around here. I'm guessing the double lance will be a bit farther back towards the base. So we don't want to withstand all the punishment, but we can drop here. So we do drop here. We'll actually have a look around and see what we see. We don't see everything, but we're already into active combat, which is very good. Meaning we actually see 4 of the up 4. And yeah, we're already seeing 2 different lances. As you can see, okay, it already tells us we have the double lance. Some stress getting into the Firestarter, how not? As I said, this mission's going to be pretty rough for him. So, we see a Black Hawk, which is a 60-toner Omni, we see an Orion V, we see Centurion 11, we see a Vulpes, we see a 5-starter Omni. That's what we see for the moment. Vulpes I can't remember, but I remember it being quite nasty. As for friends, we do have 3 heavies even. Okay, this quite exceeds my expectations when it comes to friends. They should, well, they should, but they probably won't have direct line of sight to the output, so we're going to reserve this a bit and see what's up around here. Black Hawk moves and starts shooting the Centurion, but it just misses everything. Next is the 5-starter. Let's see what it does. Whoa, that looked like a very big laser there. Well, it's got an X, so it's probably a hyper laser. Nasty, nasty. So, Packard moves a bit. They've got vision to the 5-starter, which means all of our friends will be able to shoot at this 5-starter. There's a 35 tons 5-starter as well. The Orion moves and shoots the Centurion, and it actually hits the flyer. Yeah, we got structure exposed on the yellow jacket already, so we'll have to protect this right side. Oh well, that's what happens with strays. Let's see what the Vulpes does. Yeah. That's quite a lot of stray shots to the 5-starter. Oh well. What can you do? Sometimes you just get punished badly. But on the other hand, our friends do have vision, so they should start working pretty seriously on the 5-starter. We're able to see we get into forest because we're going to attract a lot of fire. We're actually showing our bad side, which could be a problem. We get one hit into the Orion. Grasshopper hits the 5-starter. Centurion we want to keep on the road, and we have a lateral shot to the Orion we're seeing. So okay, yeah, out of the leg. I want to look at everything. We hit that right arm quite badly, or quite good, depends on how you want to look at it. We got 30% on the Orion. We're going to focus the most dangerous things quickly, because we don't want to... Whoa, that was a very good hit. He's unsteady, the 5-starter X. I wouldn't mind getting a 5-starter Omni. That's probably one of the best 45 toners we could actually get right now. But I'm guessing we're going to have better things available for pick here. So if we get some random pieces, we'll take them, obviously. We got the Orion out. It's an ammo explosion, so probably only one piece on the table. But as we've already said, it's quite important to take out firepower quickly here. you've already seen. We've got the fire starter and the yellow jacket in very bad condition already. So this is all about getting in quickly, destroying, getting out. And if it means taking 4 different pieces of 4 different mechs from here, or just some nice equipment, so this be it. We're not going to be playing with food here. We want to do our things pretty quickly. It looks like we're pretty much out of range, so next up I'll probably want to focus the Black Hawk. We actually hit the breaching shot. So new turn, Centurion goes first, Vulpes is almost overhitting already, and Yellow Jacket goes down. It could happen. I sometimes have the impression that we see an Orion here, so pretty nasty stuff we've got flying around. We really gotta be quick here.
I'm here.
He's got an Ultra. So, well, not 7. I want 8 if I can get them, even if it means... Problem is we're showing our weak side here. So... can we get into a better position? That's way better. And yeah, I know, we're also bad on the center, but...
Target locked.
Just a second, received a message which needs to be answered. Looks like we didn't get hit that much here.
I'm receiving you.
So, Centurion. They're all pretty much gone at this rate. We got the Vulpes quite hot. We're going to probably focus it afterwards.
Affirmative.
So we push on and we try to keep going on the Black Hawk. And now it should be allow me to just take a small 2 minutes here answering the messages, because it got interesting. We'll leave, yeah, the fire start to do its thing, and I'm just making a small cut here. I'll be right back. So, all good, sorry about that, but the wee one is staying at a friend's home for the afternoon, so we're bound to get some messages sometime about what she's doing and what not. And this was about her asking if she could sleep a nap, which she hasn't done for 3 years, but whatever. Apparently her friend is sleeping, so she wants to. On other news, the Avatar OG got an arm from the Firestarter Omni, which is very good for us. We keep going on the Black Hawk. We want this thing down. Sorry, just very good hits here. Very good hits. We got the laser pulse, large pulse down. Yeah, you've improved, but you still can only use the supercharger wounds, but we want to just eradicate the Black Hawk, and we've done it. I'm guessing, yeah, arm explosion, this is okay. I mean, I won't complain. We give the Orion something big to shoot at. Well, big. A juicy target, because it's going to have as well the Firestarter in view, and we don't want him to get fancy ideas about going for our Firestarter. Okay, 4 parts of a Firestarter Omni, this is very good. And they also have line of sight to the other 2 mechs on this side, and they're focusing the Firestarter, which is most excellent. So let's see what we have here. Obviously the other one was stealth, so
Yes, Commander.
Firestarter could really get going here, but we might want to reserve a bit. Let's see what the Centurion and the Vulpes do. I'm guessing first it'll be the stealth. It went for the chaparral. He's very welcome to just keep focused. The Centurion will probably go for, well, it went for the other Centurion, for our Centurion, which was in the open. Very good choice here. I really thought he'd be drawn to our Galleon, but point taken. Vulpes overrides, shuts down. So we actually could go for him, and I'm thinking I very much want to. So we'll be focusing him with everything not archer, and we won't have that many chances to get head hits, but well, at least we try. But we're on low ground, he's on high ground. We're probably going to leg him quite quickly. Let's see what the Orion does. It went for the Galleon, so that part of the plan already at least worked a bit. So we can push inside and get out of sight of the Orion, and try and leg the Vulpes. We want him out of this game as quickly as possible. He's got 2 health left. The Packrat blows the torso of the Firestarter S2.
I live to serve.
Whitworth is going to move around a bit and keep hitting the Vulpes. some hits on the other side, but we've got him pretty much cooking now.
Don't you?
This should be... well, they're going for the bulb as well. Firestarter can now move in. Whatever we do, we just get 6 evasion, so we move in quick and we spray the Vulpes with everything.
Warriors, show 'em what you got.
And we're inspired, which means better hit chances all around. An engine crit on the Vulpes, he's stressed.
What are your orders, Skipper?
So that's the Archer. And seeing we've got a side shot on the Orion, we might as well take it, because we might blow some ammo here. Well, that was a bit optimistic, but we've got the heavy MRM unjammed. Yeah, 4 Vulpes parts. And that's very good. They got the Firestarter off the table.
Ready for orders.
So our galleon just gets as much evasion as it can and goes for the back of the Orion. As you can see, we've pretty much cleaned everything out of here, so I'm thinking we might as well re-engage the supercharger and get 7 evasion, pull a bit back. We just leave these 2 opposition pilots, go for the galleon if possible. Well, Centurion had a line to the gauntlet, so it went for it.
Waiting for orders.
Luckily it didn't get lucky, so
Confirmed.
we keep hitting the flank on the Orion because we can,
Ready to rock.
and the Archer whatever we do, we only get 2 evasion. So we get 2 evasion just by walking, and we trim the armor here. That's very good, but we didn't... well, at least we got a head hit. And that means he's out of... he's down in the play order. Stealth is up on its own against our friends. This means we're just going to pull back a bit with the gauntlet and hopefully get this Orion. Whoa. Okay. Well, we got a head hit, but we also got some other things down. So we want to get back to the good side because we'll be focusing the Centurion next turn. And yeah, I know I could have played a bit more with the foot, but I already told you we'd much rather keep it a bit safer. let's see if they can get this stealth out of the game, our friends, because this would be massive. That's a pretty decent hit. And that's much better. So he's unsteady, which means the other avatars should have very good hit chances, and he's actually out of the game. This just leaves the Centurion here, which means I'm probably just going in with a charge. And I know I said I didn't want to risk the Centurion. We're not able to hit him if we go without the supercharger, so I'm not going to worry. We're just going to move around a bit. Just hit him with some pulses. My guess is he'll be shooting in this flank here. Too many things. Well, it went for the Galleon. He's much welcome too. So now it's all wait for Giza, which just means reserving ones.
Confirm.
And Giza already has a flank shot here, so he just goes in. Yeah, stand and shoot just means we're probably not even
SRMs are out.
going to leave him shoot another time. We just get in with Artemis here, and this should blow the side torso up. Oh well, not actually. An explosion, pilot injured. He's unsteady at least.
Standing by.
Centurion just stays put and beats the crap out of here. So Centurion off, which means we actually completed the mission. Well, we lost the vehicles, but we didn't lose any of our mechs, and we should have some decent peaks all around. We got 4 priority peaks here, so we're going to see what we can do. If there's 3 parts of the Orion K, we probably will take it. So 4 parts of the Omni Centurion, 4 parts. This one is a nasty one, but we're going to prototype upgrade. Oh well, I think I'm taking this one. We should have some Orion parts around. There's 4 parts of the Vulpes, but who knows when we're next going to see a Vulpes around, so not much worried about this. But we got a double XL and clan around, so we take it. That's the best peak all around we have. So we get 1 5-star regular part, we got the Orion V part, the 3 Orion 2K, a stealth part and a Vulpes part. We also get 2-year medium lasers Magna, a large expose, which is a very good noise thing to have. We got 1 regular case which we can sell. Got Core 300, we haven't got any laying around, so we keep it. A double XL clan is something we should really think about selling, but we're good for the moment, so we keep it. We also got Artemis, we got none laying around, so we keep it. Hit dissipating armor, well, we're going to see. It's mostly good on frontliners, this Orion, I don't think it's going to be one, but 7 jam jets, which we sell directly. PPC capacitator, we already have 2. One into the Warhammer and a spare one, so we sell. A slick suit, which is good, and a double bin of regular Rack 5 ammo. We keep it because it's always good to have ammo lying around, you never know. So we should have enough parts to build an Orion out of this. Orions are very nice mechs, but we might, depending on the condition, well, depending on whether we have the parts actually. So we're going to wait until we get out of this and see what's available, because we already have a quite long build key. So 3 days repairs, it's all good. It just means we can't keep, well, we're going to need some 4 days, so might as well put the avatar and the Warhammer up. Let's go into the mech bay and see what we have. Do we have enough parts to bring the 3K? Yeah, we do. And we've got 2 primitive parts in the Orion H and the C, so we're not going to touch the V. And the V we keep, the H and the C we use. That's some 24,000 it's costed us to bring the Orion 2K. Let's see. Well, it's pretty much broken. It's a pity because I really like the anti-air targeting, but repairing these, it's going to cost a fortune. So we just don't do it. As much as I'd like to keep this, we just scrap it and wait until we get another one. And I know, I said I wanted new mechs, but not at the price. I mean, we've already built the Warhammer 6K, it's a 70 tonner. It would be doing pretty much the same thing, this Orion, if we brought it up, so no point in doing that. We might have time for another mission, and that's where things get strange, I'm guessing, but it's probably going to be okay. So what have we got here? Well, we don't want to get into 3.5. Urban assassination is going to take too much. Well, Federated Suns we can go against. This very much sounds like a challenge mission, so in we go. We're going to see what's up here. We want as much of the alpha lands as we can get, but we also got some opportunities to bring other people around if we need to, which is good. So we got Naida, Jiangxi, Northeast. Mami goes into the Archer. We might want Smirk. Has he got any? No. Well, some. We put Smirk in here. Striker shouldn't have affinities, so we just do nothing here. But Paradise, on the other hand, we can get into the Whitworth, which leaves Plover. Well, you already got some affinity with the Whitworth. We better work this out, this one a bit. So Paradise is back into the Yellow Jacket, and Witness gets into the Galleon, because why not? So everyone's put. We probably do have some skill points to sorry, get some skills up, but I'm just anticipating a massive brawl in this one. So I don't think 1 point is going to make a difference in here, when it probably should be a mission which ends in 4 or 5 turns after we've made first contact. Let's see. I can't remember the mission description. This is where we end up throwing, I don't know, some primitive mechs, and I have to eat my words, but it sounded pretty good on paper, so let's see what we see. We hopefully don't draw that many support lances, because this could be a problem actually. But other than that, we're fighting for local government, which means if they dispute the salvage we get no penalty at all for refusing. We go against Federated Suns, which we haven't hit that much, and the mission description pretty much sounded like a challenge mission, so we'll see. I'm just looking at the tooltip we had, so the previous one, obviously. Let's see what we see here. It is already taking a while to load up. On the bright side, the Warhammer and the Avatar should be quite soon up, which means we do have to work on being able to drop with 6 mechs, but I'm thinking after the next upgrade gets done, we have no prerequisites to get the 6 mechs, so it's just pushing a button, and we really should focus now on improving our vehicles. Our vehicles are so updated, so outdated, it hurts right now. Sorry. So we're in. I actually can't remember this mission description, but looks like we have them right ahead, and we have friends. So let's see what we see. I'm guessing we have reinforcements coming this way, but we don't know. So yeah, we already see something. We're not sure what we see. Oh, and that's a different shade of pink we get this time. So our friends bring a Whitworth, an Urban Tank, a Trebuchet, and a Warrior. And we already see a D gunship. We're going to reserve a bit. The gunship is not that scary.
I'm holding action.
Well, it just disappeared from the map. We got the second blip. It actually doesn't look like there's many things. So, get going, Clover. Let's see what we see. We got line of sight. Pretty good hit. Chance here and pretty good result. So we just go forward. It was obvious we were going to miss this one, but you never know. We've had a third blip here. Just trying to keep track because you never know. We see Burry. So it's mostly flooders, which is okay. However, it's flooders which bring nothing that interesting to the table. Worried. Oh well, you can see nothing. Gauntlet depends. We could engage the mask, but we're not in range anyway. Well, you got better sight than your friend, so we try. We hit once, but neither the Urvi, the Vorvi, nor the D look like they had moved at all, which means, come on, how come you can't even sprint for, well, you're not used to this. Whoa, okay, we see a lynx. This is pretty bad news, but he looks quite broken, to be frank. We can't do much here, we can't protect ourselves, so we'll just have to hope that 7 evasion is good enough to keep us out of trouble from the lynx. Centurion will keep pushing because we want the gunship out, so that's one of 4 member out of the game already without having shot at all. Good try, Trebuchet, but this lynx wasn't really hittable, but you can't get into range yet, so we just move. Gauntlet, we can get into range with you, but I'm thinking I'd much rather go for the Borvig here. We hit both on the same side as well, so it all comes to surviving the Lynx barrage with the fire starter, I'm guessing. Not seeing much. Yeah, the Barbie went for the fire starter, but 7 evasion was good enough here.
Ready for orders.
So you also got problems still to get the supercharger going for 2 turns. It's okay, we'll get there at one point or another. Doesn't look like we're able to do much here, but 38 is better than 28, and we actually hit. So let's see what the Lynx does. It just moved around and did nothing. We present him with a target. Just seeing by the percentage completion that we have a 4th member of these lands somewhere around. We're not seeing it, but I'm mostly guessing we have a power armor or... well... okay, okay.
Yes,
We
Commander.
should really start thinking what we do here. So we hopefully get the flyer off the table with the Lone Rangers.
Target locked. It's go time.
We start focusing the links.
Ready for orders.
Let's see what we can do here with the gauntlet. Oh, come on. I forgot about the mask. We're in range for some max shot. So we got him, which is good because it means the archer can go for the links, sorry. I was going to say mistlings, but I'm not sure if they're the same make at all. We're going to wait with you, we want to get to Manga. Oh, we even got a head hit. So...
I'm ready.
Whitworth, we wait.
Lingering.
You're not probably going to be able to shoot before he goes, but we could very well end up
How can I help?
getting another head hit with Mama Bear. So,
Just run it.
some acid, some improved, hopefully good enough to get you open and do some follow-up.
Target's taking a critical.
I've got your back.
So, the Centurion... oh, we actually saw something. There was a vehicle around the Goblin. They're nasty, but we can deal with them. So, we got the links destroyed, which just leaves
Waiting on you, Commander.
a Goblin to deal with and whatever drops on this second drop. We take our flyers out. We want to keep the Goblin engaged.
I'm your spaniel.
We must really remember to
I am the wind.
about the mask in the gauntlet, because let's see what have they dropped. Vulcan, Enforcer, Whitworth and Locust. So this is just going to be reserved until turn 17. Well, meaning our flyers are just going to engage the tank and our mechs will wait until they scramble and we go for them. First to move will be the Locust. I guess it's just move and brace, yeah. They just will probably move and brace a lot here. That's actually a bit dangerous. We should really move quickly with the gauntlet. Quite some chance at stress here. Vulcan also moves up.
Commander?
Well, not yet, but we've got an open Vulcan here, so yeah, we'll take it.
Position.
We're already taking this one. This is a quick destroy,
Hostile eliminated.
What's the plan?
and not really that impressed with a
I'll be there
Vulcan
before you know.
here. Besides, we got parts laying around for this thing, so
No joy. What's up, dog?
I'm guessing for some reason
Ready for orders.
the Goblin is stuck, but he could not be.
Take this.
So we're just going to see next time he moves. Now it's waiting until turn 11. Luckily, our allies are mostly at missile distance, so we're not going to be backstabbed with a Gauss or a PPC. That's very good hits. Let's see if you're able to move or you just... yeah, he stayed put. Which means we try and clear the Whitworth and the Enforcer quickly. There's nothing here we want to take, so... well, might as well get into perfect range for the Artemis missiles. And yeah, we go with it like this. Well, we didn't get him completely, but that's something for next turn. You can get him with a kick. We hit him on the left leg, and we got him pretty much open in his bag. It's only a matter of following up now. But to do so, we'll need to get some distance, because that's a dangerous proposition. We were just shooting into the back of our own mech, so yeah, and that's most excellent. We'll just have all the mask. Can I turn it off now? Not really, so it's probably going to blow. At least we got the Enforcer down. Without the mask, we wouldn't have been able to... we got a new lens. So we better do short work of what we got in here. I mean, it's only a locust, but let's hope we hit some of the laser barrage we're sending in right now. And yeah, he's off the table, which means we can start moving towards the next drop. This one's going to be tricky, so we engage. Can we get through in time? Probably not, but not for lack of trying. So we want to get into your back.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
We're probably not going to get you off the table.
Yes, Commander.
But at least we'll try. So how close? That's very close actually. Oh well. What can we do? We panicked him, which would suggest we hit him, but I'm not actually sure that we did hit him. We keep coming closer. This should get us some hits here. And yeah, we get the mask off, because this thing was going to blow off. Well, it's a built-in mask, so even if we blow it off, we don't lose it. It just means more repair time, and we don't want that. So, can we get... nope, not at all. So we get into the fire. Yeah. That's... I was going to say our yellow jacket down, but looks like it managed to survive. Let's see the third drop, what we have on the table. Looks like vehicles, what we can see at least. So you're unstable, which means we really want to vigilance this and get going with a supercharger. See a Saracen, which is nasty. Finally recalculated everything. So we see a Padilla. This is quite a nasty drop. We're going to wait with you because you have direct line of sight to him. You do as well. If we can get something off the radar before they get to go, why shouldn't we? So we have no time. No, here. Because we might be able to get you off the table. So let's see where they scramble. These new drops. Ideally the Reaper doesn't move much, but it only brings an energy weapon to the table. Perhaps the Padilla, well, we don't see it. I was going to say perhaps it doesn't bring ammo, but
Yeah, Commander.
we'll see, we'll see. Do we have line of sight anywhere at all? Doesn't look like. We have to get very far back. So now we disengage the supercharger and we just move on. Trap. Really shouldn't have gone for the Hunter, but oh well. Would I take a Hunter over what we have? Yeah. But that's kind of a silly proposition because we haven't got much, to be frank. So we actually shoot some here. If we manage to hit the ghost, no, not this far. Perhaps here? Yeah, here we're able to. So this should be perfect shot. Well, 80%. Perfect enough. We hit side though, we didn't hit center, so we didn't destroy him, but we'll get there. So we moved, we went for the yellow jacket, but missed mostly everything. Yeah, yellow jacket has panicked. Well, still no sensors on the Padilla. Padilla can be a problem. Not for the things that are near there, but for our mechs, we're pretty much clumped up here. So off with the supercharger, and we actually run in like madmen, because why not? I'm guessing they will shoot another thing, they won't go for... Well, we got good news at least. The Padilla has the long-term crit out, so we might as well go for the Reaper, but this one only brings a short pulse, so... Hunter... Yeah, we'll go for the Saracen. I actually hit a bunch of stray shots everywhere, so not sure it was actually an improvement, but we had obstructed, but direct line of sight to the Reaper, and Reaper is off the board at least. So let's see what our friends do. The trap keeps fixated on the Hunter. Our Galleon wants to Move here and just keep punching the goblin
All weapons are
in the
go.
butt.
Waiting for orders.
The archer can get line of sight to the padilla. So we shave off this armor. And hopefully we have some follow-up. Or not. I'm not going to blow my mask by activating it again, so
Awaiting orders.
you'll have to wait. Let's see if this is in good range. It is.
Throttle down. Moving out.
Hopefully
Marking on
this
target.
gets their attention. We're actually too close for the padilla to shoot the
I'm ready.
long tom to us, and it decides to shoot it elsewhere.
Got it, Commander.
Whitworth here is a more dangerous proposition, so we just vigilance this. LRM explosion, which means Padilla is off the game. This is very good news. Let's see what the Saracen does, but it's only some SRMs and an RM10. We're going for the yellow jacket, and actually the archer is in range to provide elements. And the goblin just went for Argalian, which was fresh, so very, very good news. Let's see what the hunter does. Moves back, and yeah, that's actually more dangerous. I was going to say, I'm guessing we have the front open. So let's see where we go. Here. So, well, do you have? Yeah, you have it. So that's just the Saracen. We pretty much nullify him by getting in front of him. We get the LRM out of range, so I'm banking on us being able to not quite, so it's going to be the hunter here.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
We were just slightly out of range with the LRMs, so we just move in like this, and well, the goblin we don't want to hit, we're pretty much nullified, so we're going for the hunter, because yeah, that was one shot rule, so
Enemy vehicle distant. I'm at a short range missile.
Whitworth can't get into
No shooting.
the goblin's back, so we just keep shooting the Saracen. More one stab, we are around the Saracen, the less option you'll have to hit back, and we go for the goblin because we don't want to shoot our own mags in the back.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Galleon just
Firing.
stays put
Everything I've got.
and shoots. Hopefully
Yes, Commander.
this means we're able to just hit you and destroy them. Well, he actually punched out, so let's see how many pieces of the goblin we have on the table, and it's just the Saracen left, which just means he'll probably hotload the LRM Hopefully he doesn't bring that fire, because that could hurt. But we're pretty much safe from it. My guess it goes for the yellow jacket, which is about to be destroyed. He's very much welcome to.
My mech is taking critical damage.
Yeah, I know, but we really should do very short work here.
Roger that.
Got him at first try with the fire starter, so
41 left.
let's see what we actually have for pick here. We didn't see that many interesting things on the mech side, so I'm thinking we start getting vehicle parts that might be interesting for us. Would I take a Burvey? Well, the Goblin is a very nice tank. Goblins we might take as much as we're allowed to. So it's a 45 tonner, it brings AMS, it brings large pulls, it's good, very significant armor, but we only have 2 pieces, so links. It's got an XL, but we only got 3 parts. Padilla is quite interesting thing. It worked with one. Let's see what we have on the board. That's very good money, and we need some. And not much else around. I'm guessing we don't have any double heatsink kits. Let's see what we have for ammo. Well, no shape charge. So our last peak. What is it going to be? Whitworth is not interesting at all. I would just pick a Goblin part and beat on with it. We get 2 DI gunship parts, the Goblin part we picked, 2 Padilla parts, a Reaper part. The Long Tom we picked for money, we sell it for 450 for 5,000. Got enough medium lasers, so we sell these ones. We got enough machine guns as well. Valiants could be something, but we're selling. Low core out, heavy ferro. Well, we keep just in case. Some basic sensors and structure. We're selling. Ammo AMS we keep. Ammo machine gun we don't need. Ammo SRM. We just keep it because, but not really that interesting either. So all in all, not that dangerous mission, because we dealt quite quickly with what we had on the board, on the table. Sorry, but this also means we didn't get that many interesting weapon systems or parts neither, so oh well, you can't get a full heavy mech out of every mission, so there's some missions which are meant to be just money peaks. I know I'm saying that, and we got no damage at all on our mechs, which is quite excellent. So all in all, pretty decent set of missions today. Thanks for watching. This is Indivil. Happy New Year, because actually I'm not sure I'll be able to record something before the new year. So enjoy 2020's demise, and hopefully things will be better next year.